Happy Monday, 2023. So here is our dialectical journal for Act 1, Scene 2. If you were not aware, the dialectical journal for Act 1, Scene 1 was due on Sunday night. That was Sunday, May 3rd. So if you have not turned it in, please go back into Google Classroom, complete all 3 of the journal entries, and then click Turn In if you would like a grade. Again, all 3 entries must be completed. We will not be giving you guys credit if it is incomplete. So here is our second scene. We are now in Act 1, Scene 2. We're going to begin reading that this week. So Act 1, Scene 2, we want you guys to start to think about, what are you noticing about the characters? How would you characterize them? What character traits would you give them? So we have given you for journal response number 1, opportunity to characterize these characters. Ruth Younger, Walter Younger, Benitha Younger, and Mama, whose real name is Lena Younger. So just for journal entry number 1, and I want to point this out early, only for journal response number 1 have we given you the question. For journal response number 2, as well as for journal response number 3, you will notice that they are blank. That is because you will have the opportunity to select whichever one you would like, whether you want to question, you want to connect, or if you would like to do another analysis. So later on during the week, when we say to you, hey, make a response in your dialectical journal, that's what we mean. You can select any passage or any lines from the text that you would like to respond to. So let's get started with journal entry number 1. This entry will be due by Tuesday. Okay, so at that point, we are not asking you to turn it in. I repeat, do not click turn in. We can go into your responses and see what you wrote. We do not need you to click turn in. We will see what you wrote and we will give you credit based on that. All right. So let's start with how you're going to fill out journal entry number 1. So this is, as I said, characterization. So I'm going to go over my example using Travis Younger. So the first thing we're asking you to do is pull a quote from the text. What did the character say or do that is starting to make you think, I think they have this kind of personality? So let's start with Travis. Travis in Act 1, Scene 1 on page 490, he's eating his breakfast and he says to his mom, hey, today we're supposed to bring 50 cents to school. Ruth tells him they don't have the 50 cents. But Travis's response is, well, can I maybe go carry groceries in front of the supermarket for a little while after school? So he's inquiring on, can I go and figure out a way to get the money on my own? So in my analysis, notice what I wrote here. Travis Younger sleeps in the living room on the family's couch. In these lines, Travis is told by his mother that she cannot afford to give him the money he needs to take to school. But even though he's aware that his family is in a financial predicament, Travis comes up with an alternative way to get the money instead of simply accepting the roadblock. Even later on in the scene, he will not stop until he is able to get it from his father. So what do I conclude after looking at that piece of evidence and thinking about this? I've come up with the best character trait, in my opinion, is that he's resilient. All right. Now, you might not know what the word resilient means. So I put in parentheses, it means you won't give up. It doesn't matter what obstacles come in front of you, you are not going to give up. So that's how I used what was given to me in the text, what Travis said and what he did, that helped me to infer this is the kind of character he is, or this is the kind of personality he has. So that's what you are going to do for all of the Younger member families, Ruth, Walter, Benitha, and Mama. All right, so we have given you space to actually put the direct quote. For that, you will need to copy and paste the quote from the PDF. That's very simple to do. And you also need to put your parenthetical citation. What act and scene or what page number did it come from? Once you have selected the quote, then you're going to analyze that quote and notice the sentence starter that I gave you. Based on these lines, it is revealing that what? Okay. And then you're going to select the character trait. So make sure to analyze first before you select the trait. Don't do it backwards. Okay. Because you may say that, Ruth is depressed, and then you go back and look at the text. There's nothing there to prove that she's depressed. So we need to use what's in the text in order to make the best analysis of the character.